Hi guys, I'm Raval. Welcome back to another Laravel tutorial. Today we're going to be learning how we can create our own Artisan Command. Now I'm skipping the usual PowerPoint presentation that I do. I'm guessing if you're going to come here and learn how to create an Artisan Command, you already know what they are and you already understand the benefits. So we're going to just dive right in. So if we look in our terminal here, it's actually a new Laravel project and it's a 5.4 Laravel project. If we just type in PHP Artisan, we'll get a list of our existing Artisan commands. Now these are all the default commands that come with Laravel, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. What we are looking for here today is make and then make command. So what we want to do is create a new Artisan command. So let's clear that and type in PHP Artisan make command. And now all we're going to do is type in a name for our command. And let's take an example. What exactly do we want to build here? And I think a good example is importing users. It's a very common command to have, importing users from a source and saving them to the database. So let's name our command import users. Okay, console command created successfully. Excellent. So in our project, we can go to app, console, commands, and import users. That's our command created for us. So let's just make this larger so you guys can see. So Laravel has put in a lot of, I won't call it boilerplate, well I guess you can, a whole lot of code in here already. There's protected signature, so command and name. All this is the name of our command, the description of our command, a constructor, and a handle method. So the first thing what we want to do is name our command. And what we're going to call it is import. Actually import users, because that's what we are doing. And then we're going to name a source CSV. In our description, we'll say import users from a CSV file. It's as simple as that. Before we go down any further, let's just register this command. So all we have to do is go back to our project, open up kernel, and you can see by going to the Artisan commands provided by your application, you can go here, type in commands. So this is just going to your class, import users, class. Great. And it's as simple as that to register your command. Let's just output something to the terminal so we can actually see if our command is running. Now to do that, all you have to do is go to the handle method in your import users file. And to output something to the terminal, you can type in this. And we have a load of options here, but what we need is info. And we can put done at the end. So info usually will output green to the terminal. So let's try it out. PHP Artisan. Actually, let's first see if it's here. And we're looking for import. And here we go. Import users, import-users, CSV. So that's exactly what we need. We can clear that. PHP Artisan, import users, CSV. Great. So the done is the output that we specified. So now we know that our command is working. And technically, you've already created your own custom Artisan command. But let's flesh this out just a little bit to see what other sort of things we can do with Laravel and this Artisan command. So again, we are pretending that we are taking users from a CSV. So we're not actually going to read a CSV here. We're just going to pretend. So let's say we already have an array of users. And let's just quickly write that out. So our first user will have an email of Daniel Bryan at gmail.com. His name will be Daniel Bryan. And we'll have a second user, and his name or his email will be Seth Rollins, and his name will be Seth Rollins. Just change that to 1. Okay, so good. Now we have our users. So we would usually take these users and save it to the database. And we can just do for each users as user. And we can say save to database. Again, we're not actually going to do this. We're just going to pretend that we're doing it. We can do again now. We can say info saved users or saved user, and let's give him his name. Actually, let's just do double quotes here. Saved user name. Okay. So now we're pretending that we grab users from a CSV. We are then pretending we saved it to the database, and then we're going to output some information to the user. Okay, so now if we go to our console and we run our command again, we'll get saved user Daniel Bryan, saved user Seth Rollins. So that's giving the user some sort of indication that your command is running and stuff is being processed. Because in this example, yes, we only have 2 users, but in common examples, it can go up to thousands of users at one time. And that's the whole point of automation, right? You don't want to do small amounts of data. It's usually large data sets. And you want to really give some sort of output to the person running the command, because this is quite important to let them know that the command has not crashed. So we go back to our file here. You could always remember log whatever you're doing to a log file, but outputting it to a terminal is also very useful. So let's do something else. Let's do a progress bar. So to initialize a progress bar, what you need to do is this. If I just type right, this output, and then I think it's create progress bar. Okay, so what we do is the progress bar needs a total number of items to do its calculations. So in our case, our total number of items is our total number of users, and we'll do a count on our users. So the progress bar knows the total. Then within our for each, we're going to increase the bar. So advance is the method we need. I think that's all we need for advancing the bar. And once we are completed, then we just go bar finish. And it's as simple as that to implement a progress bar. So if we just clear this and run our command again, we now have a progress bar. I know that was quite rapid. There's only 2 here. But what really happens is that our progress bar will tick along if we have a large data set. And this is a really good way of outputting some sort of progress to the user. I know over here we have saved user Seth Rollins. It would be nice if that was on a new line. Same way saved user Daniel Bryan is on a new line. So all you need to do is backslash n, and we clear that. And there you go. That's a lot better. And of course we have done at the end. So let's just make sure done is on a new line. And we'll just use double quotes for that as well, because I am lazy. That's taken out both. There we go. Clear. And there we go. That looks a lot better. So if we went to PHP Artisan import users, this is our command by the way, and typed in the flag of -h, we do have the usual options here. We have help, quiet, version, and you can actually access this or program your command to listen to these flags. So let's take the first one, and that would be verbose. So with verbose, let's see if the user has put in the flag of verbose. And how you would check for this is you do this get output get Is it get? No, it is verbose. So let's see what this actually returns to the terminal. So we're just going to die there. If we did that, sorry, that's not what we need. We're just going to clear this up again. We're going to run our command, and false, because we didn't ask it to be verbose. And then if we did with -v, we get true. So now you can control your output, because if you want a verbose output, you want a ton of I guess information displayed to the page, and that could be something like, let's say this info is saved user. Maybe we only want that to be displayed if the output or the user has asked for a verbose output. So we can do something like, if this get output is verbose true, then show me all the users that have been saved. Now, if we went back to our terminal and ran our Artisan command with the flag of -v, we will get saved user Daniel Bryan, but if we didn't, we'll just get our progress bar. So that gives some sort of options to the user to say, okay, I just want our progress bar, or I want it to be a little bit more verbose so I know exactly what's going on. Another thing that you may require is, so similarly to how if we go back to PHP Artisan make command and we typed in our command name, that's actually what known as an argument. So in certain cases, you may want to put an argument, or just like how we put -h or -v, you may want to add some sort of option. So you can do this by going to back to your import users file, and you can declare your argument. And to do that, all you need to do is, so we have import -users :CSV. All we then need to do is use our curly braces or mustache braces and type in something like that. So in this case, we don't necessarily need any sort of arguments or options, but just to let you know, the option is there to do that. So if we go down to our handle method to grab the user from up top there, we would do this argument, and it'll be user. And then you can use that in whatever way you need to. The same with options. You can just do this options. Another way to do it is you can just grab all your arguments or all your options, and that'll store as an array. So it's as simple as that for our user. And just to let you know, for options, all you need to do is --, and you can do something like Q. So guys, that's just a little bit on what you can do with Laravel and Artisan. So it's very useful, very easy to create a command. You can even schedule these commands with Laravel and not really bother to set up tons of cron jobs on your server. But Laravel is very powerful. Artisan commands, very powerful, very useful. I suggest you learn how to do this. And just another quick word of advice here. I know I've put a lot of logic into the handle method. What you should be doing is treating your handle method as a controller. The way we treat logic in a controller is we extract it out to a separate class elsewhere or a repository, something like that, so that can deal with it. We keep our controller skinny. You should do the same with your handle method as well. So guys, I hope that you've learned a lot in this lesson, and thanks for watching.